I've got Photoshop opened up here. I'm going to open up a new document, which is underneath Farm and Sculpture. And we're going to look at the thumbnails just to give me something with some sky. Let's pick this one. Okay, I've got this picture of a farm. And some of the things that you should know about when we're adjusting pictures is sometimes the pictures themselves, when we take them, aren't always the exact color that we want, or we may want to manipulate the color quite a bit. So we would go to Image, and we would go down to Adjust, and we can go down to two things: brightness, color balance, and hue saturation. Right now we're going to play with the color balance. And when you do this, you can warm pictures up quite a bit, or you can really cool them down, and you get two different feels to the image itself. Or you can get really crazy, and you can really play with your sliders depending on what kind of effect you want to achieve. Some people like to do the sepia tone, and to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Adjust and Desaturate. So we have to get rid of all the color first. Desaturate is better than changing it into a black and white image, because you can still put color over top of it. So we're going to get rid of the color, but it still knows that it's a color photo, so we can add color to it now. Now that we've desaturated it, we're going to go to Hue Saturation, and once we get to Hue Saturation, we're going to click Colorize. See how that brings in some sepia tones, and we're going to increase the saturation a little bit. Now up here underneath hue is just another name for color. If we drag this and slide it, we can get a lot of different overall monochrome images. I kind of like that. I'm going to lower that down a little bit, just so that it has a kind of a brown hint to everything. You can lower the lightness, you can increase the lightness. I don't really mess with the lightness too much. I try to keep it about 0. And if I didn't like what I did, I could just go to Control Z, and I can back up one. And if I want to back up one more, I just go over here to my history palettes and click back to the very beginning. Another really great thing you can do is go to Filter, and underneath Filter we have a lot of different options. We can pick Artistic, and why don't we pick, how about we pick Watercolor? Now what watercolor does is it's going to look at the picture, and Photoshop is going to figure out how to transform it into a watercolor painting. Isn't that crazy? Now you can also increase your brush detail, you can increase your shadow intensity. See, the higher up this goes, the more realistic it looks, and the lower it goes, I believe, the more painterly effect that it gets. To wait for it to finish chugging through down there, which isn't bad. You can pick underpainting, you can pick rough pastels, you can pick palette knife. If you really want to figure out what they all do, I really highly recommend you go into this filter and you play around with it. I'm just going to cancel out of that. Let me show you another one. Go back to Filter, and we're going to go down to Distort. And with Distort, we have a lot of different ones that we can play with. Distort is a little bit different from the Liquify tool, because it will give us the opportunity to make things uniform. If I wanted to hit Spherize to make it seem like it's in a fisheye lens, see? It makes it uniform all the way around in a really nice circle. If I don't like that, I can go to Control Z and back up one. Go back to Distort. You'll find a lot of really great things underneath Distort. Ocean Ripple is another really great one. And Photoshop, like I said, gives you a preview of everything it is that you're working on ahead of time. So you may decide for the very background of your image, you really like that Ocean Ripple. And I kind of do, actually. So I'm going to hit OK. Now, we're going to look at the Transform tool next. If I had this and I wanted to make it look as if it was a picture that was off to the side, I would go to Filter, or Edit, sorry. Is it Edit? Yeah, it's got to be Edit. Okay, I have to copy my background first before it's going to allow me to play with it. And I'm going to throw out my background, the one with the lock. Now when we go to edit, we're going to go down to transform, and underneath transform you've got a bunch of different options. I'm going to pick perspective, and perspective is actually pretty cool. I'm going to grab this corner, bring that in like that, and then I'd hit enter to apply the transformation. Then I can also hit Control T, which is just the shortcut for the transform tool, so I can shorten it up a little bit. And then I could take this whole thing and I could drag it over to a new image. If I wanted to have a picture of somebody's many different backgrounds all stacked like cards, then you could arrange them that way. That's the end of this demonstration.